Hi everyone, this is Just Trying to Play It, and we are back with Stardew Valley. We are on day 7, as you can see. We're going to check the weather report. It looks like we're going to get some pollen. The fortune teller they're very happy today. Now this might be a good day to go down into the dungeon. We will see if we have the time to do it. And here's the Queen of Sauce. Okay, we've learned stir fry. So we know that every Sunday we're going to learn something hopefully new from them. And we also can get recipes, I believe, by befriending people. So they'll start sending us stuff through the mail. We can also get recipes from Gus, who runs the saloon. So first things first is we want to make sure that we have watered everything. We want to always take care of our plants first. Now, whether or not that happens all the time, I can't promise it, but it is definitely going to be, we're going to attempt to do so. Okay, so, and as you can see, right now, I don't really care about organization of these things. I am going to try and get some paths going because this sand is going to make it extremely difficult to walk around. And the funny thing about this game is like every step it becomes precious. You know, because you want to hurry up and get things done. You want to do things like right now, I want to get to the trader that's over in the woods over there because I want to see if they have anything that we might grab now rather than later. Now, a lot of things I don't get from them, like if they have any fruit from any tree fruit that I can't get right now because I don't have 6,000 or whatever, however much it is to buy the tree seed. Then I'll grab that and just make sure that I have those things because you just don't know when you're gonna get it. And I also want to try my absolute best to complete at least the part to get, usually I'll get the bus done in record time, before the spring is over. I'll get the bus fixed, but I would like to get a jump start on the greenhouse. Now I am figuring that the greenhouse is at least going to be obviously a full year, maybe half of the winter, because it does depend on, I think, some winter items or some fall items. I forgot. But I am going to try my best to get that done as soon as possible. Now, we definitely are going to need this large egg. That is going to be part of it. I don't remember everything else. I think the maki roll was one of them, but it's not that. I'm not bothered for 1,100. I'm really not going to be bothered. Now, this large egg for 800, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. But in order to get this large egg, our animal, which we don't have, this ghost fish too might be. Oh, I wonder if we can get another 500 today. I don't know. But we're going to get the large egg because we want to make sure that we have every advantage going into this. Now we have about 3 slots available. We're not going to buy any more seeds at the moment. We're going to do some foraging today, and we're going to try and find a few things to see if we can possibly get this additional 500 and maybe get that ghost fish as well, because I don't know when we're ever going to get to it. The ghost fish, I forgot where it is, but it's not exactly the easiest thing to get, but it's not the hardest either. So, but I'm I'm not a big fan of fishing. So for me, it will take a little bit longer than possibly for anyone else. So it's probably a good idea. And I just filled up. Let's go see if there's anything else. There's this thing. Let's go see how much more stuff is over here. There's some coral that's over here. Really not that much, but we're going to get it anyway because I don't want to pass up on anything. So let's go look, see Willie, and see if he'll buy this clam and this mussel. I do believe we have a clam and mussel, so I'm not exactly trying to, I do know we're going to need it. That's another 80, which is not a whole lot, but something is better than nothing, right? And I'm actually going to get rid of this thing. I don't need as much clay right now. Now, I may regret that later on, but right now I don't need the clay. So we need to get these things here. Let's put it on the scythe, however you want to call it. And the reason why I do that, for those of you who just don't know, is because sometimes you inadvertently swing or do an action. And if the only thing that does not take away from your energy is when you're swinging the sky. See, I didn't do anything. It's 144. It's still 144. Everything else takes energy. Every other tool, I believe, takes energy. So that's another 40, another 60. Okay, well, we're close. So we can get something that costs 700. And I think I'm going to get, was the ghost fish 700? I don't remember, was it 7 or 9? We're going to go check. We're going to go check because I think I needed 1,700. I think I need another 200, actually. So instead of wasting time doing that, knowing that I don't have enough, let's go scavenge around and see. You know what? Let's go see if there's something that we probably could sell right away. I mean, we've already done the things that we were going to do today. I could go into the dungeon and see what else we get, but I have a feeling that I'm going to be in there too long. So I might end up actually using up the time that I need and then having to come all the way over here. It's going to take a minute. So let's see. I don't see any forageables over here. Let's take a little look. Anything over here? No. Here's another little area for probably some, yeah, probably we could do some more crops over there. And yeah, let's see here. We've got, let's make sure we put that up. And the spring onions. We've got a herring, a sunfish. We know how much that is. We've got an extra one of these and an extra of these. So I'm going to take one of each of those. I kind of wanted to turn these into something. You know what? We're going to sell the wild horseradish. I think I have to, I don't know if I'm going to catch everyone. Because I think I have to catch Pierre first to sell this, and then catch Willie to sell these two. So we may be looking at a crunch for time here. I am going to sell 3 of these. This one, I'm going to keep that. I'm looking to see maybe what I have a lot of. I really don't have that much stuff, do I? But we're going to see what we can do. We're going to see what we can do. So let's go this way. Hopefully, oh, there's a daffodil. Let's see what else is up here first before we grab that. Oh, there's another leek. Okay. So we've got a leek here. A really good one. So we're going to go and sell this leek. We'll get the daffodil. Hopefully it's still there. I think it is, unless you go to sleep or something. We'll get the daffodil on the way back. We've got to catch Pierre by, I think, 5. So let's go see if we catch Pierre. And our next plan is to get this. Okay, that's 75. That's another 150. We don't really have to sell the leek, but you know what? We might as well. So we're at 1,000 now, which we should go now and try to get that item. I think that's the best thing. We should go and try to get what we were gonna get first, and then try to see if we catch Willie. Then after that, we catch him. If we don't, we don't. But I mean, I think it's pretty lucky that we're getting at least something. I do kind of hate that the traveler only comes twice a week, and it's all the way toward the end of the week. But I mean, it makes sense because if the traveler came every day, you would easily probably get everything that you needed to get. So, okay, we were going to get the ghost fish, correct? Correct. We're going to grab that ghost fish. So we've got it. We're going to hold on to it. I think we're just going to sell the other two things in the bin. And we're going to go grab that daffodil, and we're going to take a look at a few other areas just to try to see if maybe we can, grab some other forageables around. The one thing about this too is I think I'm going to try and get the horse pretty soon, because all of this walking around is very, very time consuming. And I mean, it's not, if I'm just leisurely playing the game, I don't care. But when you're trying to get some things done, you either have to sometimes decide to stay on the farm, or you decide that you're going to go around, the town and do something. And we also need to start thinking about getting our tools upgraded sooner rather than later. And that requires us to go in the dungeon and at least start mining for some copper and stuff. And I think I am going to do that, regardless of what the fortune says. I think I'm going to do that. Wait, did I already? I don't think we already saw it. No, we didn't. So I think I have to come out here and trigger something in order for us to get to the community center. And I don't think I've done that. I don't know what day I'm supposed to do that. But we'll get it. We shall get it. So let's see. Since they're out here, let's just talk to everyone. It's good to take a break from work every now and then. I guess that's kind of difficult when you live on a farm, though. Yeah, kind of. I hope Demetrius doesn't blow the house up with those experiments of his. I'm not even sure what he's working on. I think it has something to do with plants. Well, that's nice to know. Maybe it can help me out, right? So let's go up here and just take a little look. We're not quite ready for that yet. We need to find a good food source. That's basically what we need to do. Eventually, we're going to open this up. That's not as important, but it will eventually open. But right now, we really need to get some things working. We need to find a good food source so that we can go into the cave, the mines, the dungeon, whatever you want to call it. And mainly because, I mean, no matter how good or bad you are at combat, there's always a chance that you're going to get hit. And I would hate for that to happen and then not be able to recover, and then I end up getting killed, in the caves. And then for those of you who know about Stardew Valley and getting killed in the cave, you will be charged a fee because someone finds you, and it's just a whole thing. So I think that it just makes sense for us to obviously have some decent type of food when we go in there. So even though we have a little bit of energy left, let's just kill some time by getting some of these rocks out of the way. And then if we have a little more energy left over tomorrow, then we'll do some we'll get rid of some more wood, because there's always wood is always needed. If you go, we're probably going to try to go to Robin's and take a look at the different things that she can do for us. But wood is almost always needed. There's, so many things that require wood. I mean, even just storage related. There's things require wood. Like these things, I want to get them out of here. These give us hardwood. I want to get them out of the way. We can do a decent garden here, but to do all of this, as a garden would take forever just to water it, especially without an upgraded watering can, which we do not have right now. So I think that it makes sense for us to, just make plans for all of that stuff. So now it's 10 o'clock. We still got a little bit of time. We can get a few more of these done. And we got a little bit of coal out of there. So that was great. You always need coal as well. You're always making bars for something, especially when you're first starting. You're always getting ready to upgrade tools. You're making, you're doing scarecrows, I think, take some coal, if I'm not mistaken. They may or may not. I don't remember. We'll look. But something always takes some coal, some of your basic materials. So we are now at day 8, and let's see, it's 6 a.m. as usual. It's going to be beautiful and sunny tomorrow. That's fine. They're neutral today, which is not that bad. It's not that bad. Fences useful for keeping weeds at bay, protecting crops. They also let farmers contain their livestock. I usually make like a basic fence around my livestock whenever I have livestock. So they are correct. Those things do come in handy. So we've got a few things to harvest today, which is good. But we're going to get this watering done first. I don't believe that harvesting takes any energy. So we're going to use up the energy first. And then we're going to harvest. I think I see potatoes here. There's a couple of kale here. We're going to hold on to the kale because we didn't do that much of it. And I believe that the kale, I don't know what we use. I don't think I've ever cooked on this game with kale, which is kind of sad if you think about it. Yeah, I don't think I've ever cooked with kale. I have not used every ingredient on here, and that is something that I aspire to do. I want to use at least every vegetable once to cook with, just to see what it, gives me, and how useful that particular thing is. So for now, we're going to make sure that we cover this. Watering is always number one. Okay, so that went quicker than normal. It's 8 a.m. We're going to go ahead and get our stuff. Let's get this kale. Oh, we have okay. All right, so we got 8 potatoes out of that, 2 parsnips, a regular kale, and a iron level is what I call it, a silver level. So let's, oops, not you. We're going to do half of our potatoes, sell half of those. Usually I sell everything because I normally just keep other stuff. I'm going to sell one of these cockles. Yeah, usually I sell everything, but I'm trying not to do that because it makes no sense, because then you're scrambling at the end of the season to try. That's what I'm looking for. But you're usually scrambling at the end of the season to try and get those crops that you didn't save. Here we go. Here's what I'm looking for here. All right. Lewis. Oh, hi there. What an eyesore. This is the Pelican Town Community Center. Or what's left of it anyway. It used to be the pride and joy of the town, always bustling with activity. Now, just look at it. It's shameful. These days, the young folk would rather sit in front of the TV than engage with the community. Maybe, maybe not. But listen to me, I sound like an old fool. Joja Corporation has been hounding me to sell them the land so they can turn it into a warehouse. Pelican Town could use the money, but there's something stopping me from selling it. I guess old timers like me get attached to relics of the past. Well, if anyone else buys a JoJo Co membership, I'm just going to go ahead and sell it. Sigh. Here, let's go inside. I usually skip through this because obviously I know, but we're going to let it play through this time. Everything that I'm doing is going to play through at least once, I guess. What's this? I guess Vincent and Jazz must have been playing in here. Now, that is weird to me because it was locked. So, how have they been playing in here if it's been locked? You know what I mean? So it's like sometimes I wonder about some of the dialogue, but I guess it makes sense for, you know, at the time when they wrote it. I don't know. But this place is even more dilapidated than I remember. Yeah, see this? Look at him waving at me. What? Yeah, he's not going to see it. You know, it's usually always the case. What's the matter? Are you ill? You saw something? I wouldn't be surprised if this place was full of rats. There he is again. See, he's just taunted us. You're worrying me just trying to play it. Look, I think I'm going to head home. I need some lunch. Is it lunchtime already? Hey, I'll keep this place unlocked from now on. Maybe you can help catch that rat if you have some extra time. Strange. I'll have to come back and explore this building further. Which we're going to do it now. Because we're basically here. So, let's go on inside. We have another journal entry here from the rat problem. Now, the community center, I absolutely love it because it gives you just extra stuff. See, we saw that thing. Now, I don't know what kind of hieroglyphics this stuff is, but, you know, it's interesting whoever came up with that language or whatever. It's really interesting. Okay, so now back to our foraging, which is what we're here to do. And then we're going to check real quick and see if anyone has a request. And Eel, nope, can't help you, girl. Cannot help you. Because I don't know. I wonder if we take it and don't do it, there's no penalty for that, I don't think. You know what? Let's just accept it and see. We might do some fishing today because we might use that as an income source while we're waiting for our crops and for our money to really stack up. I don't know. I don't think it counts when you sell the items if you sell them directly. I'm not really sure about how the farming experience and stuff is given, but I always try to sell through the box just to see if it, just to make sure that I get credit for it. The crisp air of the wilderness is all I care to know. Well, that's fine, Linus. No one's saying that you have to know anything else. Okay, so I think, let's go up here. Let's go this way. And let's just take a little look. This is probably one of the routine routes we'll take when we're foraging and looking for stuff. It's just because you just don't know when it's going to pop up or where. Well, you know when, but just not where. So it just makes sense to kind of check some of the usual spots. And I think I see a seaweed over there. There we go. Yeah, it just makes sense to check some of the usual spots whenever you're doing this. Now, I believe I can now make, let's see. Yes, I can. Some wild seeds. So we are going to fill in the gaps here with this. 5, 6. Almost perfect. Almost perfect. And we're going to let those bad boys grow. Now, as I said, those things are just, they're just extra cash. You know, whenever you find them and stuff, it's just extra cash. I think the daffodils are liked presents for some people. So we've got a few of those here. Only one wild horseradish. But yeah, we've got a few of them. I'm not overly concerned at the moment with giving out gifts. I should be. I really should be. And it's really not right for me to, you know, neglect the people in the town by not giving them gifts and trying to get to know them. But like I said, usually that first season, I am trying to establish things and get stuff prepared. Now we're going to do a cursory look over here. We're not going to do an extensive one because I want to get to the beach. Yeah, I don't see anything so far. I'm not going to make my rounds over there. We're going to do a quick fishing thing here. Oh, there's Haley taking pictures. Okay, broken CD. Now, normally I would throw that away right away, but I do know later on it's obviously very important. But with my limited backpack space, I might end up throwing it away anyhow. Because it's not worth it when it comes down to the grand scheme of things. If I need to replace something, like if I catch fish and that thing is sitting there, I'm going to definitely get rid of it. I hope this isn't... get down there. Come on, come on. Come on, there we go. Be good, be good, be good, be a good boy. There you go. Where do we catch a chub? Okay. Alright, let's see if we can catch something else. We still have time. It's only 3:10 in the afternoon here. Sometimes it takes quite a while to catch stuff. Okay. Hopefully that one. That one's pretty tame. I like that. It's another chub. Okay, let's try one more time since it didn't fill that last spot yet. And I think what we're going to do is after whatever we catch this time, we're going to go put them up. And then we're going to go to the beach and try to see what we can catch there. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Hold it. We're there. It dipped on me. It's dipping on me. Okay, stop that. It is acting up, really. I'm gonna lose this thing. I am gonna lose it. Hold it. Let's see if we can get it back. So far, so good. Get back up there. This one has been the hardest one, and it was a chub. See, that I don't understand. I don't understand why they have such different movements and they're the same type of fish. But we got it. We got it. And that was one of the things I had to learn too about that mechanic. You know, sometimes you think you've lost it, but then you can get it back. Sometimes it takes longer, obviously, because, you know, you've got to recover from those sorts of things. So, you know, it's not as bad. It's not as bad once you get the hang of it, but it's really one of those things, like I said, it's weird to me because it moves like that, but it's the exact same type of of fish. So I don't know. I thought it was going to be a different fish. That's why I tried to get it. But you know, anyway, you know, we got through it. We got through it. So it's really not that big of a deal. Let's see. We said we were going to go and see what we can catch. Is Pam already? Yeah, Pam's like clockwork going to the saloon. I mean, you can set your clock by her, huh? I mean, 5 o'clock. She's already in there. Okay, dried starfish. Cool. Cool. Okay, let's go see if we've got any other type of forageables over here. There's a clam. Always seems to be a clam. Let's make sure we... Oh, wrong side. Oh, clay. You know, I shouldn't complain about clay because there are times when you just cannot find clay. It's almost like it's a hot commodity or something. So I'm not going to complain about finding clay. It's 6:10 at the moment. 6:20. So we're going to see. We're going to go over here 2 spots away from old Willie. And we're going to see what we can catch up here. I see Willie doesn't make his line go that far. Oh, God. We're already starting with this mess. Hold on. We might lose this one. It is acting. Oh, that was horrible. I thought we had it for a minute, but when it started doing all that dipping, that just threw everything off. Let's see if we can't get another one that's a little more tame. Looks like this one is not as oh, we got a perfect, and it's a herring. Okay, let's try again. Let's see what else we can get. I probably should put a bin here. I think I should, because it's just it makes sense, don't you think? Because even if Willie is not here, you know, I can still just throw whatever I want to sell into his bin, and then I don't have to worry about I mean, that's all I can catch right now, but then I don't have to worry about not being able to sell stuff and all of that. And then it'll help with efficiency, really, because if I could just throw my stuff in the bin right there, you know, I can probably put one at every spot that I would fish, and then I could just throw my stuff in the bin right there and it'll still get counted, and then I can save space, you know, and they could easily, I don't have to take it all the way back to my farm. I might actually look into that. I don't think that's a bad idea. I really don't. So it is now 8:30, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to bed and call it a night on this one as well as on this episode. I know that we didn't do too much, but unfortunately, it's just one of those things. You know, with this game, there's not as much excitement. I mean, we did get the cutscene for the community center, so at least we can start on that. We know that now that we've opened that up, that's going to be, I'm going to keep this on me because we're going to take that to Gunther. At least now we know that that's going to be a thing. and we're gonna start trying to get those bundles. I didn't set my bundles to change, so we're gonna start getting into just the basic bundles. I didn't have those remixed, which is part of the update. I think where you can remix them, which means that your traditional bundles that you had in the original, the first version of the game, they now change. But I didn't do that, so we're going to see what happens. And now we're going to take our behinds to sleep, which I can't get over the fact that we can just sit here. That is so freaking cool. I mean, it's little things like this to me that just make up, I mean, what's the point of having it here if we couldn't sit in it? It was one of those things that was really annoying to me because we just, when you play games like this, you want to interact with everything. Whenever you play games nowadays, you want to interact with as much stuff as possible. And now that we can, that is so freaking great. So we're going to sleep for the night. Let's see what we made. Oh, there's a lot of noise. Oh, goodness. There's a lot of noise there. So we're at level 1 fishing, which is great. Okay, we made 507. Those potatoes. Oh, that one kale was nice. Wait a minute. Just for... How much is the kale without that? I should probably grow kale more often. Let's see. The potatoes are 80. I forgot how. I think I paid, what, 50 for the potatoes? So that brought me 30. I don't even remember how much I paid for the kale. I might grow a little more kale. We're definitely going to think about that. We are definitely going to think about that because I didn't realize how much it was. Huh. An explosion was heard in the night. Oh my. We're going to have to figure out what happened there. But if you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, subscribe, and we'll find out maybe what happened to that on that explosion. Until then, this is just trying to play it, saying, take care everyone and please stay safe.